I never
Pokemon
bothered
Mystery Dungeon
changing my
Sprite collab. Those guys are awesome.
Mhm.
Yeah, they made a whole
Totally.
repository of Pokemon sprites and portraits that you can use. One for
Yeah,
actually,
non-users.
That's where I got my PFP from.
Yeah, also they have their own sprites and portraits that they made like by the fans. So really would recommend checking it out in your free time.
For sure.
On to the match. I see topnep versus Tebow. Let's
Alright.
see. I will judge them very harshly based off of their profile pictures, and I'll be able to determine the type of player they are. Topnet
Okay.
with the Supreme outfit is looking extremely swag with the black hat, and is probably going to win as a result. Let's see, Tebow with an anime picture has a sword in the profile picture, looking very dangerous. And honestly, I'm unsure about who's going to win because I think swag versus actual sword is hard to debate which one wins.
The power of drip is notably a winning matchup against military grade weaponry, but as far as anime swordsmen go, it's interesting.
I don't think enough research has been done. But anyways, let's get on with our next question, which is going to be, what is the single highest versus that we will see? That's
Now-
a very good question.
Last time, this was pretty high. It wasn't
Yes.
soaring, but given that the player's profile VS scores are above 100, there's a high... I can see this rocketing out of control.
Yes, and I'm looking at the Blitz scores. Topnet has around 200k. Tebow has 350k, which is kind of high. It's kind of hard to get that with T-spins, so you'd expect some sort of opener, right? As we all have seen in this tourney, openers can create a lot of high versus scores. So, is this at
For
the
sure,
end
I'm
of the
feeling
round
best 3
or
4.
during the round?
This is at the end. This is the
Okay.
score that at least one player, winner or loser, must end the round with for any round.
Okay. There you
So
go,
I'm feeling,
folks.
I'm feeling a guess 3.
That's 3 is a pretty good bet. I did go for that one, but if I should
I think both
change it
guess
up.
2 or 4 are doable.
Yes.
1 is kind of
I-
crazy. I don't think 0 VS can happen.
Yeah, but less than 150 VS, probably. But reasonably, probably not as much. But I think we will see if our predictions are correct because we're now getting into warm-up.
Alright, getting it started. We have a TKI coming out from topnep, and we have a bit of
That's a
plonking
Tebow.
coming out from Tebow.
A little bit thinking or trying to load in or something. But anyway, the strat works. Has a lot of clean garbage to work with. Opnet's just spamming T-spins over and over again. A fractal? That's a nice fractal.
Very nice
13
fractal,
spike
and they're going to
with-
get to open up the well with that spike, and that's going to be it.
That was 128 versus, and that's without downstacking or receiving any garbage. Oh boy. You can
Yeah,
guess how much
so-
more this is going to get inflated.
Oh, and Tebow talking about a bit of lag that may have had to do with why they late started there, so that could prove an
Yeah.
unfortunate detriment, or maybe even a fortunate bonus for them, depending on how the clean garbage turns out.
Wonder.
Alright, but they seem to be
Oh.
starting on time for this round, and they are
Yes,
starting with a nice C-spin opener.
Oh wait, a Trinity. That's a surprise.
Yeah, not something you see every day. Meanwhile, topnep just going into this more traditional T-spin sequence.
Yeah, overall has a very clean board.
Yeah, both
Tebow
players
here.
a lot of clean to work with.
Trying to set up good back-to-back. Has a little bit cheese, but wonder if that is going to be very impactful. Choosing the downstack. Topnet
Topnep
spiking.
had a great forecast there, but now they're left with a little bit of cheese underneath their good upstack, so we'll have to see how they end up dealing with that. Meanwhile, Tebow getting pushed up pretty high here, needs to find a downstack and fast, trying to keep it clean as they do, but not really able to set up any sort of back-to-back chain.
Yeah, but Tebow now reaching clean garbage. Topnet with a little cheese. In fact, both players have cheese, but
Tebow had enough clean to get the job done there, finding some nice multipliers.
what that versus was.
I think we're still
a little
pretty
misdrop of
solidly guess one and
BC.
two territory.
But hopefully it's not too detrimental.
Interesting
Topnet.
fix by Tebow, turning it into a fractal.
Now ready to set up some back-to-back. Back stacking is very nice, especially for this rank.
For sure. And Topnep is just trying their best to open up this clean garbage, and that they will. Meanwhile, Tebow also trying to open up this clean well, but getting a bit greedy with the
Perhaps a little
T-spin.
too greedy.
Yeah, used up 3 eyepieces in the making of that TSS, and that was not a good trade.
The danger of the blocking off the well, but now yes, he's successful. Oh, this is extended stick. No way.
Seems
Who'd have
so.
thought?
So
Now, how is Topnet
We'll
gonna counter
have
something
to
like that? I
see.
think they're already in such a bad situation, and we see a 22 spike.
wow, a great cancel by Topnet, but just for that amount of damage, not going to be enough.
Yes, and it looks like guess 1 is in shambles because Tebow here just got 164 versus.
All right, and that could be something of an omen for the rest of the set. With that PC, especially, and they're going into
PC.
DPC, builds the wrong one.
Topnet
Had
finding
that
a nice skin.
SSO.
PC is kind of hard when you first get.
For sure,
Kinda
definitely
understandable.
not as brain dead as some people have made it out to be. Speed-wise, sure, but you've got to be attentive about your queue to decide what you're going to go with.
Yes.
Oh, and speaking of what you're going to go
Tebow's.
with,
Nice cancel by Tebow. With an awkward board, but Topnet with a lot of cheese ready. Perhaps covering over the well for a T-spin isn't the best strat. Yet, it could also lead to good opportunity.
for sure, and Topnep, speaking of opportunity, looking for a T-spin opportunity here, but is missing the eyepiece they need to get
Multiplier.
down, and unfortunately a few pieces short of unlocking that well's potential.
Topnet was 1 piece off from multiplier. So unfortunate. We definitely
Alright.
see a trend with Tebow with a lot of clean garbage to work with. That RNG
yeah.
garbage well.
And that is
Perfect.
going to be a solid guess for 315 versus score.
Jesus. And
And
the
that is the
RNG
power
gods
of
have
opener.
blessed us. Yeah, looks like everyone is in shambles except for guest 4. Congrats on guest 4. And now let's go see the rest of the match. And that is a humongous eyepiece dependency for Tebow's side.
Oh no. And they make
Oh,
another
dear.
one. This is not the stacking that you want to see. Oh no, and then
Oh,
and the
no.
double misdrop. Tebow just falling apart in that round. Not what you love to see, but still
Oh,
has
man.
a pretty solid lead. Putting the single open parentheses in chat. Maybe misdropping the emoticon too, which low-key, I have definitely done that before. And you know, that's how you
Man.
know that you're shaky. If you misdrop expressing your frustrations, that's how you know.
Oh my god. The hands must be shaking, quaking, knees weak. Everything
Arms are
and
heavy.
every possibility. Oh, is Tebow going a little faster than usual?
Might be just
Almost
trying to
2
make up
PPS.
for
Yes.
the mistake to the
Oh,
past,
the
and make
cancel.
up they will.
Ooh, a nice cancel from Tebow, just sending just enough back to put Topnet in such a bad situation.
All right.
Doesn't
and
look
we
like
have
top
TCO.
match.
Topnep unfortunately
typical
receiving garbage,
trend.
so
Oh, misdrop extended stick.
oh,
That
okay.
stick is
This
kind
a
of annoying
rough
to deal
stack.
with. You're a slower player. To be fair,
Very
it feels
rough
like
stack
you
to
could
work
probably
with.
just pull off extended stick over and over again and then win with that. Would Tebow
Hey.
do that? No.
Clearly been working so far. And speaking of working so far, Tebow not going to opt for that double quad opportunity. Instead, going to stack up a bit
14
more
spike.
to get a PSD quad into a huge spike and down stack. Very smart decision
Constantly
making.
being caught out with all these spikes and opener kills. Screen watching would be kind of helpful, but this rank is pretty hard to do that. It's hard to do at any rank, to be honest. Look at that, we're getting some extended stick, and topnet is not in the good position to get down. Actually, it is now, but misdrops. That's game.
All right, and
That's so
Tebow
unfortunate.
going to take it, despite the nerves, going to overcome the hurdles and take it in solid fashion.